Good evening, student. Today we will be starting with a very important exercise, that is exercise 3b, question number 13, long answer type question. So long answer type question, in this case we have to solve the graph. All right, so we have to find the value of x and y in the graph. So in this case, question 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 and 18, they are very important. All right, and they can and the marks for each of these sums will be 6 marks, so you can easily score from the graph, and also it is very simple. All right, so let us take a look at question number 13. So in question number 13, solve each of the following system of equation graphically. All right, so we have to solve graphically and find the vertices. All right, and find the vertices and area of the triangle formed by the lines and the x-axis. All right, so in this case we have question number 1. So these are the two system of linear equation, and we have to find the value of x and y. So in this case, what you will do first is you have to buy a graph copy. All right, so I've bought mine, so you have to buy it, and everything related to the graph will be done in this exercise copy. All right, in the graph exercise copy and not in your exercise copy. All right, so these are the two linear equation. All right, so the first thing that we need to do is we have to find 3 coordinate, that is for the x and the y axis, and for the graph I will solve the graph here for you all. All right, so the first thing that we need to do is we have to find 3 points. All right, so here we write we have, so what we will do first for these two equation, we will write first in the standard form. So in the standard form we have 2x minus 3y is equal to, so plus 4 from left hand side, it will shift to right hand side and it will become minus 4. So this is equation 1. Now the second equation also we will write it in the standard form. X plus 2y is equal to 5. So this is equation number 2. All right, now to find the 3 points, what we will do is we will take equation 1. So you write here from equation 1 we have, so what we will do first is we have to find the 3 coordinate for x and y. So in this case what we will do first is we will write 2x minus 3y is equal to minus 4. Then minus 3y we will shift to the left right hand side, so it will become minus 4 plus 3y. All right, so next what we will do is by cross multiplication, by cross product, 2 will come down, so it will be x is equal to minus 4 plus 3y by 2. All right, so you name this as equation 3, because in this case we have to find the 3 coordinates, all right, or the 3 points for x and y. So you will write here table 1. All right, so this is x and this is y, and you draw a table. So table 1, 2. So in this case we will be getting 3 points for x and 3 points for y. All right, now to get the value, to get the coordinate for x and y, we will be using equation 3. So in this case what we will do is to find the value for the three coordinates. So let us use equation 3 in the rough section. All right, so x is equal to so in the rough portion you can write it by pencil, so I will be writing by pen. So x is equal to minus 4 plus 3y by 2. All right, so this part is very important. So what we will do first is we have to find the value of x. So in this case, when here what we will do is we will write the value of y. So y, let us take y to be 0. All right, so you, for y you can take any value, 0, 1, 2, 3, or 0, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. So what we'll do first is we will start with the we will start first with 0, then 1, 2, 3, and so on and so forth. All right, so when y is equal to 0, it simply means that in place of y, what will we keep here? 0. All right, so x is equal to minus 4 plus 3. So in place of y, it will be 0 divided by 2. So it will be minus 4. So 3 into 0 will be 0. So what's left? Divided by 2. 2, 1, 2, 2. So in this case, the value of x is minus 2. All right, so when y is 0, what is the value of x? The value of x is minus 2. So we will write here, when y is 0, the value of x will be minus 2. All right, so for the first coordinate we have found out. Now let us find for the second and the third. All right, here let us try by 1. All right, so when we keep here 1, it will be minus 4 plus 3 into 1 will be 3. So it will be 1 by 2. So in this case, when y is equal to 1, the value of x we are getting 1 by 2, which is an index or a fraction. So in case if you find that the value of x is either a fraction or an index, what we will do is we will ignore this one. All right, we will ignore, because it will be difficult for us while solving in the graph paper. So we will ignore when so in this case we will not write when y is 1, x is half. So we will not include a fraction or an index, because it will be difficult while solving the graph. So let us try by 2. All right, so let us try by 2. So when we try by when y is equal to 2, so 3 into 2 will be 6. So minus 4 plus 6 will be plus 2. So 2 into 1 cancel, we will get 1. So we can try by. So when y is equal to 2, so therefore x is equal to minus 4 plus 3 into 2 by 2. So in this case it will be minus 4 plus 3, 2 will be 6 by 2. So it will be plus 2 by 2, 2 to 1 cancel. How much are we getting? 1. So in this case 1 is not a fraction or an index, so we can use the value of when y is 2 and x is 1. So in this case we will write here y is equal to 2 and the value of x will be 1. All right, so I hope it is clear. So the two coordinates we have found out. Now let us find for the third coordinate. All right, so let us try by 3. So in this case 3 will be 9. So 9 minus 4 will be 5, will be 5 by 2, which is an index. So in this case, if there's an index of fraction, we will ignore the sum. So let us try by minus 1. So if we try by minus 1, it will be minus 7 by 2, which is also an index. So we will leave minus 1. So let us try by minus 2. So when y is equal to minus 2, So when y is equal to minus 2, so in this case it will be x is equal to minus 4 3 into minus 2 by 2. So it will be minus 4 3 2 will be 6, so plus into minus will be minus by 2, so it will be minus 10 by 2, so it will be minus 5. So minus 5 in this case is not a fraction, so we can use this one. So next, for the third coordinate, we will write here when y is equal to minus 2, the value of x will be minus 5. All right, so in this case we have found out the 3 coordinate for equation number 1. So next we have to find the 3 coordinate for question number 2. All right, now from equation 2 we have, so same procedure, x plus 2y is equal to 5, so x is equal to 5 minus 2y. All right, then we will write here table 2. So we have to find the coordinate for x and y. So coordinate 1, coordinate 2 and coordinate 3. So in this case what we'll do, alright, so let us find the coordinate, the 3 coordinate for equation number 2. So here also I've drawn another table for the rough work. Alright, so in this case we have x is equal to 5 minus 2y. So here we can write when y is equal to 0, so therefore x is equal to 5 minus 2 into 0. So in this case the value of x will be 5, because 2 into 0 will be 0. So here we will write when y is 0, x will be 5. Alright, so we have found out the first coordinate. Let us find the 2 more coordinate. So here when y is equal to 1, so x is equal to 5 minus 2 into 1, so x is equal to 5 minus 2, so x is equal to 3. So when the value of y is 1, the value of x will be 3. Alright, so next one, when y is equal to 2, or you can also use minus 1 minus 2, no problem. Alright, so you can choose any number. So let us always try with the smallest one. So x is equal to 5 minus 2 into 2, so x is equal to 5 minus 2 into 2 will be 4, so value of x will be 1. So the third coordinate, all right, so the third coordinate will be when y is equal to 2, the value of x will be 1. All right, so in this case table 1 we have gotten the 3 points, and table 2 we have gotten the 3 points. So what we'll do next is we have to plot these points in the graph. All right, so so table 1 will be a straight line, table 2 also will be a straight line, and they will meet at a point. All right, and when they meet at a point they will form a triangle. All right, so let us start with the graph. All right, so students, this will be your graph paper. So what I need you to do is you have to draw a line, all right, a vertical line from the middle of the graph. All right, so this is the vertical line which I've drawn in the middle of the graph, and also the horizontal line. All right, so this is the first step that we should draw on the graph paper. All right, so in this case I'll be using a marker because by pencil it is not visible, but for you all, you should always draw the graph using a pencil. All right, so a pen is not allowed. So but in this case, because using by pencil is not clear, so I will be drawing with the marker. All right, the second step is on the graph paper you will write scale on both axes. So on both axes, the x and the y axis, you will write here 10 small scale division is equal to 1 unit. So this one is basically that in this small box, all right, we have 10 smaller boxes, and when you count these 10 smaller boxes, there will be 10 small boxes which in this case will be equal to 1 unit. So this one square box, all right, will be called 1 unit. All right, so what you will do first is here you will write the y axis, all right, y axis, and below will be the, you will write y dash axis. All right, so the y axis will be positive and the y dash axis will be negative. And also here this will be your x axis, all right, and this will be your x dash axis. So in this case, the vertical line will be your y axis and the horizontal line will be your x axis. So here where the two axes meet, all right, this will be the origin, which you will name it as 0. Then the next point will be 1. Then here you will write 2. Here you will write 3. Here you will write 4. Here you will write 5. Here you will write 6 and 7. And for the x dash axis, it will be negative. So here it will be -1. Here it will be -2. Here it will be -3. Here it will be -4. Then we have -5, -6, -7, and so on. Now for the y axis, in this case also, this will be 1. Then this will be 2. This will be 3. This will be 4. This will be 5. This will be 6, 7, 8, and so on and so forth. And for the y dash axis, it will be negative. So in this case, this will be -1. So this one will be -2, -3, -4, -5, -6. All right, so in this case we have labeled all the important steps on the graph before solving. All right, so first of all, you will draw the middle vertical line, then the middle horizontal line, then you will write here scale on both axes, then small scale division is equal to 1 unit. All right, then you start with the numbering. So the point where the two axes meet will be 0. Then you start numbering the x axis, the x dash axis, the y axis, and the y dash axis. All right, I forgot to mention here, this is -4, -5, -6. So after doing all this, we are now ready to find out the points. All right, so table 1. So for table 1, in this case y is 0. All right, so in this case y is 0 and x is -2. So in this case, if x is 0 and y is -2, where do they meet? They meet at this point. All right, so you name this as point A, and the coordinates will be -2 and 0. So this will be point A. So -2, so in this case x is -2, y is equal to 0. So this is 0. Where do they meet? They meet at this point, -2. So you name it as A. All right, so that is the first point. Now the second point, x is equal to 1. So where is x? Is equal to 1. So this will be the point, and y will be 2. So where is y? 2. So in this case, where do they meet? So when you extend this one, they meet at this point. Alright, so you name this as point B. And what is the coordinate for point B? And also remember to write first the x-axis and then the y-axis. So in this case, x-axis will be 1 and y-axis will be 2. So we have plotted the 2 points. Now for the third point. So in this case, x is minus 5 and y is 2. So in this case, x is minus 5 and y will be 2. So where do they meet? So when we extend the line, they will meet at this point. Alright, so they will meet at this point. So this will be, you will name it as point C. So the coordinates for this one will be minus 5 and minus 2. Alright, so in this case, we have gotten all the 3 points for the first equation. Alright, for the first linear equation. Now next, what we will do is we will join the 3 points and make sure that it is a straight line. Alright, so in this case we are getting a straight line. So let me draw a straight, so let me join these lines. Alright, so I have drawn the line. And what is the name of this equation? The name of this equation is 2x minus 3y plus 4 is equal to 0. So this is the first equation. Alright, this is the first linear equation. So we have gotten the line for the first equation. Now we have to find the line for the second equation. So let us use table 2. So in this case, x is equal to 5. So this is 5 and y is equal to 0. So this is 0. So when you extend them, where do they meet? They meet at this point. So you name this point as point D, and the coordinates for this point will be 5 and 0. Alright, now next one, the next coordinate will be x is 3 and y is 1. So in this case, x will be 3 and y is 1. So when you join them together, they will meet at this point. Alright, so in this case, we name this as point E, and the coordinate for this point will be 3 and 1. Alright, and the last one will be 1 and 2. So in this case, x will be 1 and y will be 2. So they will meet at the same point. So you name this as F1 and 2. Alright, so same thing as usual, we will join the 3 points and make sure that it is a straight line. Alright, so in this case we are getting a straight line, and the name of this equation will be x plus 2y minus 5 is equal to 0. Alright, so in this case we have drawn the graph. Alright, so next, what do we have to do? So we have to read the question again. So the second part is the question is find the vertices and area of the triangle formed by the lines and the x-axis. So in this case, we have to find the triangle which is being formed with the x-axis, and we have to find the vertices of the triangle and the area of the triangle formed. So in this case, let us find out the triangle which is being formed by these two pairs, by these two pairs of the linear equation. So, and also according to the question, which are being formed with the x-axis. So in this case, this will be your y-axis and this will be your x-axis. So in this case, the triangle which is being formed with the y-axis will be this triangle. All right, but we are not finding for the y-axis, we are finding for the x-axis. So in this case, the triangle which is being formed by the x-axis with the two pairs will be this one, which I have shaded. All right, with the x-axis. All right, so this is the triangle which is being formed with the x-axis. All right. Alright, so this is the triangle which is being formed. Now we have to find the vertices of the triangle. So to find the vertices of the triangle is very simple. We know that in a triangle there are three vertices. Vertices A, vertices B and vertices D. So in this case, the vertices will be -2 and 0, and then for number B it will be 1 and 2, and for number D it will be 5 and 0. So in this case, you will write here the vertices of the triangle ABC being formed with the x-axis are, so you'll write here A number 1 will be 2 and 0, -2 0, then B, for B will be 1 and 2, and C. So for C, sorry, here it is D. All right, so D will be 5 and 0, be 5 and 0. So these are the three vertices of the triangle being formed with the x-axis. All right, now the second part of the question is we have to find area of the triangle formed by the line. So in this case, ABD is the area, and what is the formula? So in this case, what will be the formula? So in this case, you will write here area of a triangle ABD. The formula for area of a triangle ABD will be half into base into height. All right, so from the diagram we can easily find out that AD will be the base. All right, so in this case AD will be the base, and B suppose we will write here, just for example, G, and BG will be the height. So in this case, base, let us count the unit. How many units are there? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. All right, so in this case, base will be 7 unit and height will be, so height will be only 1 unit, 2 unit, so it will be 2 units. So 2 into 2 cancel, we are left with 7 unit into 1 unit. So 7 into 1 will be 7, unit into unit will be unit square. All right, so in this case, the area of the triangle ABD will be 7 unit square. So that will be the answer for question number 13. All right, so for question number 13, 2 and 3 you will do it by yourself, and remember it's very important. So question number 14 also exactly the same as question number 13, but in this case you have to find for the y axis. So for the y-axis, you have to find a triangle which is being formed with the y-axis. All right, so 15, 16, 17 and 18, they are exactly the same as question number 13. So everything you solve it here in the graph exercise copy, and if you have any problem, you can ask me or you can text me personally. So that's all for question number 13.